What is up, Insaners, and welcome to another video of the Fantasy Premier League 2022-23 season. In this one, guys, we're going to talk about our Game Week 18 team selection and our transfer strategy for this week. So if you like what you see today, guys, make sure that you hit the like button. Also subscribe to the Insanely Football YouTube channel for more FPL content. And with that, let's start today's video. Now, guys, just a side note before we begin today's video, my voice might be a bit nasal today. That's because I'm having fever and a bit of throat pain. So please excuse me for that. But anyways, let's move on with the video. Start with the defense first, guys. In goal, I still have Kepa. Now, a good decision made by us in Game Week 17 by getting him in our FPL team. He had a clean sheet, he made some saves. I think he was overall pretty decent. And I foresee a few more clean sheets for Chelsea in the upcoming games. I also think that he can make a few more saves, and that means that he can also give us bonus points. So I think he's a pretty much set and forget for now at least. In terms of our back three, guys, we're going for back three, and we have Cancelo and Trippier. Now both, for me at least, are set and forget options. I understand that Cancelo didn't start the last game, but I don't expect him to get benched again, guys. I still feel he's the best option in that Man City backline because we still don't know who are the other three options are gonna be. I mean, you could still say Akanji might be the most nailed option. A lot of people thought that Laporte could be the most nailed. He didn't start the last one. And I think there could be Akanji at a cheaper price point. But I just feel it's too much of a risk, guys. You're spending some decent money and you're still not getting a start from him. So that doesn't really make a lot of sense for me. And that's the reason I think Cancelo is the best one to go for. In terms of going for Trippier, guys, I don't think so there's any question or any argument or any explanation that needs to be done here. I think Trippier is pretty much a set and forget. If you don't have him in your team and if you have somebody like a Reece James who got injured, I think Trippier should be your first priority. Then we have White, who's covering the Arsenal defense for us. Now he's coming in for James, who got injured in the last game against Bournemouth. James looks like that he's going to be injured for some time. Now the game is against Brighton, so it's not going to be an easy game. It's a home game for Brighton, away for Arsenal, and I think there is potential in that Brighton team to score goals. So I'm not necessarily expecting a clean sheet here, but again, White, especially with the Brighton defense struggling a little bit, I think White could have potential for an attacking return. I'm taking my chances, I'm hedging my bets with the Arsenal defense. I know it's a tricky fixture, but I think it's still worth it. Now coming to the midfield, guys, and the midfield remains the same as last week, guys. It's Martinelli, Almiron and Rashford as cheaper options. Now Martinelli, again, it's Brighton. It could be a bit tricky, but Brighton have been a bit dodgy in terms of defense, so there could be attacking returns in there. Almiron and Rashford, I'm expecting them to do well this week. The fixtures are really good. Wolves away could be a bit difficult, but I think Almiron against Leeds is a standout option, guys. I think it's a great fixture, a great player in great form, and I think that if you don't have him yet, you should definitely prioritize him over the other budget midfielders. Then in terms of a premium option, guys, we have Kevin De Bruyne. A bit unlucky with Kevin De Bruyne not getting anything from those 3 goals that Man City scored. It could have been very different on a different day, guys, but it just felt that Kevin De Bruyne was assisting the assister, and it just felt a bit frustrating. I still feel it's not going to be a lot to choose from between him and Mo Salah over the long term, but fair play to managers who went for Mo Salah instead, and it is basically Mo Salah 1-0 to KDB. Still, there's absolutely no panic in the camp, guys. I think Kevin De Bruyne is still a good option. It's against Everton, there is potential. We've seen that he will be getting a lot of assists. We know that he's creative as well. Let's just hope that he comes off for us this week. Otherwise, we'll have to think of maybe shifting to Salah. But for now, I think KDB stays. In terms of forwards, guys, we have Haaland, Darwin and Martial. Now, Haaland and Martial both returned. Darwin couldn't, and Darwin should have returned, guys. He got so many big chances. I think 4 big chances that he got, and he missed all of them. I felt that it's one of those games where Darwin is not going to get anything, especially from an FPL point of view. But I'm still not very frustrated, guys. I personally am okay being a little bit more patient because I see the performance, I see the potential. We just have to see the numbers, and I think the numbers will eventually come. I'm giving him at least a couple of weeks. Let's see what happens, and if Darwin doesn't perform, maybe we go towards a different option. But for now, guys, I think Darwin and Haaland, of course Haaland definitely stays. Now that can be the same with Martial as well, guys. Now I understand the argument of selling Martial and getting someone like a Mitrovic who looks fit, who looks like a 90-minute man. He looks that he's going to play more minutes than Martial. He's playing for a very attacking Fulham side. He is the talisman of that Fulham team. And if Fulham are going to score goals, Mitrovic is definitely going to be involved, guys. The same maybe cannot be said for Martial because the goals are probably shared across the pitch. So I understand the argument, but again, the fixture against Wolves and the next fixture as well for United, I think both are pretty good, and I'm possibly going to retain him. Let's see what happens this week. We might shift to a Mitrovic next week when he has a double, or we might just change him for Darwin. But I think that's a transfer for next week, guys. I'm willing to take one more week, be a little bit more patient, and let's just see with more information what we can do, guys. So this is my team for Game Week 18. Do let me know how your team is looking. Do let me know what you think about this team. Do you think we should make any moves? We should make any transfers? Do you think we should replace James as well? Because there are some options that we can go for, especially when we talk about Reece James. I mean, you can go for the Arsenal defense, you can go for players from Newcastle. There is Robertson as well, who played really well in Game Week 17. So do let me know if you're making these changes or should I do them this week in the comments below. So that'll be all from my side for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed and liked the video today. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Also subscribe to the Insanely Football YouTube channel for more FPL content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.